Alyssa before Christ was a sexually abused girl from her mother's boyfriend, someone that was strung out on cocaine and crack for many, many years, living in and off the streets, smoking crack day after day, not really having a place to live, just being so beaten down, not wanting, I would never have committed suicide. I didn't want to die, I was scared to die. But at the same token, I didn't want to live another day the way that I was living. And being in a hotel room and just saying, and that's when the point was when I said, God, if you're real, you do have to reveal yourself to me. And I opened a drawer in the hotel room that I was staying in, and there was a Gideon's Bible in there. I don't remember what I read, because at the time I was pretty messed up, but I remember saying, whoa, this is so amazing. And like, wow, like I asked God and he literally revealed it to me like instantaneously. It wasn't that I had to keep on going and searching. He was just waiting for me to ask him to reveal himself to me. Within no time after that, I got arrested and ended up in jail. A lot of people think that's horrible. That was, I think, my saving grace at that moment where God sanctified me, set me apart at that time to really start working in my heart at that time and to clean me up. And I was going to the jail ministry in there. And I remember this woman so profoundly praying over me, breaking off stuff off of me, saying that I was gonna come out and I wasn't gonna be back on the streets or in prostitution or, doing drugs, and that my life was gonna be cleaned out. And I just, at the time, I remember how powerful that was. Something in my heart triculated and just what started the whole process of, I really want to figure out what this is, this God situation. I don't have to be bound in that darkness of the drug addiction or selling myself on the streets anymore, or being so torn up and having hatred and anger and bitterness towards my mom, that I could start letting that go little by little. Wow, I'm so undeserving. Wow. I didn't choose him, he chose me, so that's just what's so amazing. With everything that I've been through, the Lord really has called me to make a difference for the next generation, to go into the high schools, to go to the streets, to go to the abortion clinics, to go to places where women and children and people are just hopeless and lost, and just to give them an opportunity to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. For me to be able to have the words, to be able to have the compassion and the heart to be able to do that, to love on them the way that God's loved me and changed my life and taken me from the darkness into the marvelous light. Actually got baptized for my first time on Resurrection Day back in 2004. I was working at the club and they did let me leave at 6 a.m. to go do the beach baptism. So that was such a highlight of my life, but also just being baptized in the Holy Spirit and being resurrected and knowing that, that we don't have to live in the way that we lived in the past, and that God has a new path for us, and that when he resurrects us and he just takes us from the darkness into the marvelous light, just how amazing that can be. And I just say, Holy Spirit, empty me of self, fill me with your Holy Spirit and lead me and guide me just to be able to do the will of the Father and glorify God in the interim of all the things that I do. So Resurrection Day to me is everything.